The Sonic movie was generally well received by the public, most of them happy once it actually came out. Ignoring all the bumps along the way, it had grossed over £242 million in the worldwide box office. I believe one of the contributions to what made this movie so great was the community, not because of their support, but because of the relentless bullying of the design that was shown in the first trailer. The origins of the Sonic movie was rough. Their bullying was so relentless, some people even made their own redesign, and I mean, who can blame them, right? The director himself had to come out and make a statement on Twitter. There was also another statement after it was fixed to the way it is now. This brings to question why there was a horrible phase in the first place. I will use this quote as an explanation for it. There are business choices connected to those are artistic ones. Regardless, due to the effort of the production team and the community, the Sonic movie became the success that it is now, with 3 successful movies and another on the way. The reason I talk about this is because I want to bring to attention how the Sonic movie allowed for subsequent video game adaptations to be recognized and be successful. One of the more known examples of this is the Super Mario Bros. Movie. This movie was released in early 2023 and had great exposure not only to the fans but to people outside of those who enjoy the games. When it was first released, it boomed in the box office, earning $146 million in the domestic post and over $1.3 billion in the worldwide box office. While it being very well made and having several references to the other games, it coming out after the Sonic movie, ironically, its rival when it comes to games, and it being such a successful movie might have some correlation to the Sonic movie. The Sonic movie allowed a breakthrough when it came to video game adaptations in Hollywood. This isn't to say that there were no good video game adaptations before the Sonic movie, but most were either horribly advertised, bad, or far changed from the original game or story that the only thing similar to the game was the name. One example of this is the Street Fighter movie. I never even knew this movie existed until researching. Granted, it was before my time. Even asking the people that were there, either did not know it or didn't like it. The story was changed beyond recognition from the original game. The story went from a martial arts tournament to a recon rescue mission on a remote island.
And it levitates me.
Even in the live action aspect of video game adaptations, we have the Uncharted film that recently came out. The Uncharted movie was better received by the public than critics. It has a 6.3 rating in IMDb and has grossed over $300 million worldwide. I'm not denying that the work put into the film wasn't a factor that helped it being successful. But if the movie was made before the big boom of video game adaptations, then I believe it would not have been successful. I think what contributed to this as well was that the movie was somewhat faithful to the games, referencing all the games in the franchise and the plot being most relevant to Uncharted 4. It has only been recently that game adaptations were more faithful to the games they were inspired by. I noticed this was a trend that followed after the Sonic movie, which I believe is a good trend that all video game adaptations should follow if they want to please the fanbase of said games. How can I talk about video game adaptations without talking about the most awaited adaptation yet, the FNAF movie? This movie's life cycle was like 2 peaks in a valley. When the trailers first came out, everyone was so excited for it and they had hope that this would be a faithful movie to the actual horror franchise. However, once it actually came out, people were really disappointed, did not like it whatsoever, and were calling it a power of friendship movie. Once all the commotion died down, people began accepting the movie and looking at the positives of it. It was filled with Easter eggs referencing the games as well as cameo from a very beloved YouTuber in the community.
It's just a theory.
Are you being paid by the word?
Now, this movie could have been successful even without the Sonic movie prior. However, it's because of the Sonic movie that these video game adaptations were being pushed forward by the community as a result. Seeing how popular these movies were is what brought video games adaptations to the front line of filmmaking. And even now, the Sonic boom is in effect. There are many more upcoming films that are based on video games and video games adaptations that are being funded and backed by mainstream production companies and the community giving the support and asking for these adaptations. One of the games that I'd like to mention is the Bendy and Think Machine. This game came out in 2017 and since then still had a steady following until now, with a movie coming soon. Bringing these games and stories to the spotlight allows more people to engage with films and also brings film lovers into games. I want to end this by saying that the Sonic movie has allowed more video game adaptations to come to life. And if it wasn't for it, we might not have had as many good adaptations as we have now. It gave proof to the producers and directors that listening to the community is beneficial.